Oh my God, we are live. I'm in Bondi. It's been a big day in Bondi. I slept in till 8 o'clock this morning, which I reckon it would be probably a year or more since I've slept in past 7. So that was a big one for me. I'm just checking. Oh yeah, we're recording. We're underway. So yeah, sleeping in till 8 was big. I went to see Mozey last night. He's a drum and bass DJ. I saw him in Seattle. Must have been September of last year. I went with a mate, Steve, who drove down to Seattle from Whistler. He really wanted to see this guy, HeadX. I've never even heard of HeadX, but I was like, yeah, I'm keen. Drum and bass. Sounds like a good time. And then, yeah, Mozey he played just before him, and he's a G. He's the funniest dude. He brings such a good energy on the decks, and just really loved him. So when he came back, I was like, yeah, I knew he was coming to Australia. I was like, I want to see Mozey, and then did a breathwork session last night, which I'll expand on in a second, but looked at the set times they put out, so left it a bit late, but got there right in time for Mozey's set at 12, and then this other girl was playing, and I was like, oh, hopefully they've changed the set so that he's playing later, and lo and behold, he'd already played. So unfortunately I missed Mozey, which really sucks. I was a bit bummed about it, but is what it is. No point getting upset about it. So but yeah, prior to that, went to a 3-hour deep dive breath session with a guy called Gene Kelly. His breath work is altered state. I did it last must have been like October, November last year in Newcastle. So I did it with Amanda last night, and he's a really intriguing guy. He's like the mushroom man, and he's been on a journey of trying to find open medicines and things that are outside of the pharmaceuticals that he was prescribed at the time for his depression that he was in, and he could see the people around him were in similar things and working in nutrition and fitness, and he could see the pitfalls in a few of these different things and the pharmaceutical industry, and he discovered through his own research and knowledge that psilocybin was something that could really break these patterns within the brain, and his experience with magic mushrooms and psychedelics is what transformed his life. And his belief is that with the breath work you can tap into these states of the mind just being through the power of the breath. You can, through setting the right scenery, you can actually tap into these altered states, and it's pretty incredible. It's like the most profound breath work that I've done before. What makes it unique, he pairs lion's mane with his which is a type of mushroom, with his cacao. From a legal perspective, you can't go giving a crowd of people magic mushies, which is understandable, but he uses lion's mane, which, whether that affects the outcome or not, I'm not sure, but I think a lot of it's around the just the setting that he creates, and he he's got this guy Joshua Tree that plays live music, and he plays like this, I don't know what it's called, it's like a round guitar mandolin thing, and like the sound bowl and a little bit of didgeridoo and stuff, and the resonance and sound and that is created in that environment is profound, and it's incredible. So talking to my experience, there was I was getting a lot of resistance from falling asleep, which is standard for me when I do longer breath works. It's my body's way of not going into the discomfort and emotion that arises from it, and I often feel quite tired. But I actually fell asleep and then broke into this state of like, how do you describe it? I went into like a psychedelic I had a glimpse of an experience and started to see like a lot of blue colors and visions of Amanda and through different views, and like these kaleidoscopes of blue coming through, and a lot of unwinding, and felt like almost I was reprogramming part of my mind with like different tensions and things in my body. But sometimes the integration period, like post doing these things, like in a day or two, there might be some different results, and it's really good to do it with someone else too, not just, although last time I did it was with just a different crew of people, but it's nice to share it with others and to see what people's experiences are as well, because everyone goes on their own different journey. So it was nice to go on that journey with someone else this time, and someone who's dear to my life. I think something that is really apologies for yawning, it has really come to my attention is the fact that it's not just the experiences in life, but it's the memories we form with others, and just how special it is to form such beautiful memories with friends, family, co-workers. It's all the things in life are what we reflect on is the foundation of those different events and circumstances and the highs and the lows, but it's the power of sharing experiences with others, and it's given me a new sense of gratitude for the people that I do have in my world, and especially Amanda, and how much of a change and impact that has on the things that I do and the things that we share together. And even with training, I enjoy training in solitude, but it's when you're deep in the pain cave to be able to know that you got other people that are there with you in the going through the suck, the things that are not so much fun. Today I went and visited a friend of mine who is struggling with his mental health, and I think it's just when I reflect on his journey and where he's been, where he's got to, and where he is now is pretty crazy, to be honest. I think it just highlights the silence that we can't see, and that's the mind and mental health, mental fitness. It's pretty crazy just knowing, just seeing him in these states, and someone that you've always remembered in a certain light, and then seeing someone speaking to things beyond the power of their mind, and talking to someone, they're just 1 minute they're quite their usual self, and then they just go off field and start talking about stuff that is just like is just not of sound mind, I guess is how you would put it. And just to remind yourself that the underlying person hasn't changed. It's just their soul is still there, but the mind is just confused and out of balance and dysregulated, and the brain is such a powerful thing. I think he's quite a high functioning individual, and when he has everything in balance, he achieves big things and operates at a high level, but it's like that pendulum can swing quite quickly to the other way, and for someone to go from A to B that quick is just like, to me it feels quick, but I guess it's not. It's a degradation of the mind and losing control, and it's hard to see someone that you love go through that. And I feel for so many people who have loved ones that are in hospital or going through mental and physical challenges, and gives me a greater sense of appreciation for my own personal health and my mind and body, and just the stability and emotional stability that I have currently, because I have been in extended periods of like a depressive state, and the mind, when left to its own devices, can be something that can steer you down some pretty dark paths, I guess. And I still pray and hold hope for my friend, because I know he will survive and come out the other side of this, and one day we'll laugh, but it's hard to help support someone, it's all you can do is be there for them and send that love, but they're on this journey, and it's not an individual who can change this on their own. I feel it's about community and coming together and trying to lean on each other. I think community is what we are designed and meant to be living within. We live so, I guess the thing I notice in Sydney is I look around and see people and everyone's doing their thing, but it's a bit of a like, we're so close, and so there's so many of us, yet we're so distant in the fact that it's like feels like we're all in our own little bubbles, and it's every man for himself, and we're trying to survive out here on our own. And it's a bit of a dog-eat-dog world sometimes, and I mean that's my observation, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. Oh, I'm hoping I'm wrong. We have 35 seconds today. I'm grateful for the people in my world who gift me with their beautiful presence to share different experiences in my life, and I cherish that time with them, and have so many beautiful people in my world, and some people have none, so for that I am forever grateful. Happy Sunday, happy new week, let's go.